The best places to visit in Louisiana. Louisiana is a treasure trove of lovely scenery, and we've picked with difficulty the best places to experience its splendor. Overcoming no small challenges, between natural disasters and a complex cultural history, the people and land have an unshakable stake in the idea that life is beautiful. Louisiana is home to a mixture of cultures that are apparent in the food, music and architecture of this diverse state. Between New Orleans and Baton Rouge, both sides of the Mississippi are lined with magnificent pre-war estates including Oak-alley, Nottoway, Myrtles Plantation, and Greenwood. Louisiana is more than just New Orleans, although that is a key attraction for any visitor. 10. The Gardens of the American Rose Society. Do you like flowers? Well, if so, you need to pack your bags and head to Caddo Parish where you'll find the American Rose Society. The Gardens of the American Rose Society span 118 acres of florid beauty. It is, in fact, America's largest garden dedicated solely to roses, with 65 individual gardens and a whopping 20,000 rose bushes. It is amazing. (9) Oak-alley-plantation. When you think of grand plantation homes in Louisiana, it's hard not to picture Oak-alley. Also known as the Grande Dame of the Great River Road, with its canopy of ancient oaks leading you up to the Big House. If you decide to visit and partake of the natural and architectural splendor, overnight stays in the plantation's various cottages are a good bet. As are the in-room evening meals featuring excellent Cajun cuisine. A view to take your breath away. The wooded walk to the entrance of Oak-alley Plantation is one of the most gorgeous in the state. 8. Honey-island-swamp-slidell. Touring this spellbinding river swamp is the perfect opportunity to get deep into nature and witness wildlife at its most unguarded. Practically unaltered, Honey Island Swamp is a wildlife sanctuary where you will see knobby cypress trees draped with Spanish moss. Otherworldly alligators sunning among wetland reeds, and tall, exotic birds sweeping the area for fish. Dr. Wagner's Honey Island Swamp Tours use local, licensed guides to deliver you to the core of activity, where plenty of visual appeal awaits the finest photographic eye. 7. Lake-Pontchartrain-Causeway-Bridge. There are a number of reasons to visit the Lake-Pontchartrain-Causeway-Bridge. For one, it's composed of two parallel bridges, one of which is the longest over-water bridge in the world. The causeway is a magnificent feat in engineering. It's nearly 24 miles long and is supported by 9,000 concrete pilings. The causeway is not only thrilling but also historic. The American Society of Civil Engineers lists it as a National Historic Civil Engineering Landmark. The causeway is also located on the scenic Lake Pontchartrain. It's home to pristine waters and a number of fish and wildlife species. Six. Norton Art Gallery. For fans of culture and the arts, a visit to Louisiana would not be complete without a visit to the Norton Art Gallery in Shreveport. This is a place where you will find an impressive display of both American and European artwork, including paintings, sculptures and decorative pieces. You can enjoy exploring more than 400 years of artwork when you take in the exhibits and displays at this gallery. And many people have flocked here to take in the artwork, since the gallery opened in the mid-1960s. The Jungle Gardens, Avery Island. There is perhaps no place where the inherent loveliness of Louisiana is more concentrated than Avery Island. It is truly one of the most beautiful places to visit. The jungle gardens burst in blooms of bamboo, azaleas, camellias, and myriad semi-tropical flora. Mossy oaks dot the Eden-like property, where deer, alligators, and a wide variety of colorful birds make their home. Experience some zen at the Bright Buddha Shrine, where a 900-year-old statue overlooks an opulent garden from a serene temple perch. 4. National Historic Landmark District, Natchitoches. Lovers of antiquity are drawn to Natchitoches, the oldest European settlement to remain in Louisiana. The historic district, which comprises 33 blocks of stunning Queen Anne, Italianate, Spanish Revival, Art Deco, Victorian, and even French Creole architecture, is a font of quaint shops, art galleries, and delicious restaurants. You can enjoy every piece of this delightful district at the pace it well deserves. Then, take to the shores of the pristine lake at Cane River Creole National Historical Park to discover how the beauty of the town is wholly enhanced by its natural setting. 3. Rip-van-Winkle-Gardens, New Iberia. You won't sleep through a visit to these gardens, where there is something to tempt the eye at every turn. In the center sits the Joseph Jefferson Mansion, a Victorian-era structure with ornate railing adorning the porch and eaves, recalling the decorated steamboats of the region's past. Peacocks roam the lawns, their iridescent plumes mirroring the shining waters of Lake Pena. Live oaks and ponds play house to regional birds like egrets and pelicans, and the trails are lined with green grass and bright floral pops. French Quarter, New Orleans. This neighborhood is a melting pot of different influences such as European, Caribbean, African and American. You will experience the celebration of different cultures coming together in the form of lively music, dancing, shopping and exquisite dining adventures. Take the French Quarter tours to learn more about its history and go on a romantic horse-drawn carriage ride through this neighborhood's charming streets or go shopping to the French market. Regarded as the tourist district, this area of the city also has a strong association with jazz music and old museums. Visitors will find restaurants, stores, cafes, and a variety of entertainment venues in the French Quarter. But the most important is the St. Louis Cathedral on the Place John Paul II, one of the few Roman Catholic churches in the United States that fronts a major public square. And finally, number 1, New Orleans, perhaps most widely known all over the world for the grandest parade, the Mardi Gras World. At Mardi Gras World you will learn everything that you need to know about this enchanting parade in the most fun and entertaining way possible. You will learn about the history of this unique festival. You will get to see how the floats are made and you will discover how meticulously each aspect of the festival is prepared for the big celebration. The biggest event on Louisiana's annual calendar is the Mardi Gras celebration that takes place in New Orleans. This colorful event is a huge undertaking with a parade, balls, and street celebrations like none other. Mardi Gras is the Tuesday before Ash Wednesday, but celebrations begin on the weekend leading up to Tuesday. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe.